You know that scene in The Devil Wears Prada where Anne Hathaway's character is wearing that blue sweater and she starts laughing. And then Meryl Streep's character is like, what are you laughing at? That blue was decided for you in this very room. That is exactly what's happening with interest rate. You may not want to be a part of the system, but it affects you in every way possible. When the Fed lowers rates, it lowers the cost to borrow. It lowers the cost for credit. It lowers the cost for capital. Look at this through three primary lenses. It lowers the cost for you. You aren't looking at interest rates. If you held credit card debt, it's going to automatically make your credit card expenses go down. Now, from the business perspective, we have had interest rates next to zero since the great financial crisis all the way up until about 2018. What happened during that time frame? Well, AI was born. There was a lot of technology progression, and we've had a really big boom. If businesses want to borrow money to expand or innovate, small, big, it doesn't matter, they might utilize that money to hire out and have labor. If companies can borrow more money, have access to capital, then they can spend more on expense. And you, my friend, are a company's expense. From the government's perspective, those rates are tied to the interest rate that the government pays on their debt. If the expense to carry the debt goes up, well, the government can't spend as much. And when the government can spend more, that also leads to more jobs, more programs to help stimulate the economy. So yeah, lowering rates increases consumption because it increases money. And the more money you have, the more likely you are to spend it. That's why raising rates slows down the economy. And we want to watch the Fed to make sure that they don't raise rates too much or keep it too high for too long, because then it ends up in layoffs and subsequently a recession. So no, you may not be looking at interest rates, but someone in a room decided it for you. I don't really care how the latest fashion thing came out. I'm a timeless wardrobe person, but I do care how money works because it's just interesting. Anyways, follow to understand how the stock market works. Hope this helps.